Hi kids, today we're gonna read the second story in this book series, 5-Minute Mickey Mouse Stories. The story that we're gonna read today is about a day at the park with Mickey and his nephews, Morty and Freddy. So let's get started and read this through. Alright, a day at the park. One sunny afternoon, Mickey and his nephews headed to Wonder World, the best amusement park around. For weeks, Morty and Freddy had been begging their Uncle Mickey to take them. Here it is, boys, said Mickey. Are you ready for a day of rides and games? Yee-hoo! Yes, the boys shouted. They could hardly wait to get through the gates. Wait until you try out the bumper cars, Uncle Mickey said as they walked into the park. They are my favorite ride here. Now come on, what should we do first? I'm going to teacups, said Freddy, excited. I'm going to the swings, Morty said, jumping up and down. Mickey laughed. Well, we can't do two things at a time. So let's. Oh, but Morty and Freddy weren't listening. They ran off in two different directions. Boys, come back, Mickey yelled after them. But the boys were already too far away to hear him. Mickey ran after Morty, but his nephew was already out of sight. Where could have he gone? What had he said? How do I find him? The swings, Mickey said, running towards a ride. Mickey craned his neck, trying to see if Morty was on the ride. He was way above in the swings on top of his head, going around and round. Mickey couldn't really find him. All he could see were the feet. He watched for a few minutes, but he didn't think he saw his nephew. I guess I'll go look for Freddy, Mickey thought. High above Mickey's head, Morty cried out in delight. He had been thinking about the swings all morning. He loved soaring over the people in the park, his feet dangling above their heads. Suddenly Morty spotted his Uncle Mickey. Hi, Uncle Mickey! He shouted, but he was too far for Uncle to hear him. As Mickey ran to the other side of the park, he tried to remember where Freddy had wanted to go. Then he spotted it. Oh, the teacups! Mickey watched as the giant cups spun around and around. He looked into each cup as he passed by him, but he didn't see Freddy anywhere. And just watching the ride was making Mickey dizzy. He decided to try another direction. Where should I go and look next? He thought. Inside the teacup, Freddy grabbed the wheel in the middle. He pulled hard to speed himself around faster and faster. Whoosh! Went the wind across his face and whipped around. Freddy laughed. Ha 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 ha! He wished Morty and Uncle Mickey were here so that they could join the fun and they can have fun together. But now, Mickey Uncle was starting to get worried. Where could his nephews be? He looked around everywhere, but he couldn't find the boys. They weren't on the Ferris wheel. They weren't on the roller coaster. They weren't riding the carousel. They weren't playing any of the games. Where could they have been? Uncle Mickey was very worried. Finally, Mickey stumbled upon a huge crowd of people. What's going on? He wondered. He peeked through the people and saw a parade winding down the path. There were floats, a marching band, dancers, and even the clowns. Morty and Freddy would never miss this, he thought. He began to search for them in the crowd, but the boys were nowhere to be found. Mickey was sad. Mickey glumly sat down on a bench and watched people walking by. But suddenly he heard someone calling his name, Uncle Mickey! Morty and Freddy, loaded down with snacks, ran up to Uncle Mickey. We have been looking for you everywhere, said Morty. Where were you? Mickey jumped up and pulled the boys in a huge hug. You were looking for me, he said. I looked for you all over the park, and Uncle Mickey started to be happy. All of a sudden, Freddy and Morty said, We are sorry. We were just so excited to try all the rides, said Morty. We just done about everything. I was hoping we'd explore the park together, said Uncle Mickey. That's part of the fun, to coming together and having fun together. Sorry, Uncle Mickey, the boys said. They looked at each other and smiled. We did save the last part and the most fun part, though, said Morty. And what could that be? Crash! Boom! Yes, that was the bumper cars. Mickey's bumper car had bounced off Freddy's and straight into Morty's. I'll get you for that, yelled Morty, steering back towards Uncle Mickey. Mickey drove his car out of the way, causing Morty to bump into Freddy instead. All of them were laughing. You were right, Uncle Mickey, said Freddy. Yep. It's always much more fun to be together, agreed Morty. Mickey smiled and drove his car right into the Matthews' car. Boom! Truly, it's definitely fun going to the amusement park or any other places and having fun with your friends and family. So you also try to do that. Until next time, I'll say bye-bye until the next story. So like it, share it, comment it, and subscribe it, and hit the notification bell. Until then, bye-bye.